Oh, I'm just looking around here a little bit. Refresh this page. Wait till Twitch recognize them actually live. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, so it's got it there. Alright, perfect. Though I would rather go to... It's my dashboard? Where is it? No, Stream Manager? Alright, there you go. Whatever. Alright, so... I'm way too high. Well, welcome everybody to the stream. I'm just taking a quick break from doing Mass Effect. As much as I want to get back into it, I don't know if I have the time. And also another one of my great loves is Flight Simulator. I've been a fan since, gosh, I had the old 95. Started with the Flight Sim 95 and then just got sucked in from there. But it's always been a fun little hobby of mine. And with the new update number 5 that came out just recently, I want to check it out. So I'm just gonna do a quick little hop. We were just a little flight somewhere in my in a Piper, just to see a little bit. Also, I'm just gonna look at the graphics and see if I can actually push my graphics a little bit higher, and I can play with a few things. So I'm just gonna have fun, just goof around a little bit. It's not gonna be, I may or may not into flight to completion, but we'll see what we can do. Playing the Xbox controller. I do have a flight yoke and pedals and a whole thing in my closet over here. But they are just, I can't, it's much harder to actually get those things out and actually play on an everyday basis with them. Someday in the future, when I have my own place, maybe with my with my girlfriends or that, maybe we'll make a Flight Simulator, actually dedicated sim or something like that. It'd be fun once I'm back in the US. But for now, it's keyboard, which is down here, and the Xbox controller, which is fine. You know, it has all the basic needs. You know, it doesn't give you, it's not as immersive, but you know, you have your rudders, your yoke, and the elevator is controlled here. It's fine. So, though I will say the only thing about this Flight Simulator is that the trigger sensitivities are different than, say, Prepared, which I was playing before. They're not analog, they're not digital, but they feel less analog as they did in the previous versions of Flight Simulator. But we'll see how that changes a little bit. Also, the fact that they have the Xbox release, they might have been more interested in dealing with people who have Xbox controllers. So let's get into that right now. I'm running the mini screen now just for the things here. I want to make sure they actually preserve my controllers. Oh god, they haven't. That's so weird. It's a profile. It doesn't recognize my controller. Alright, let me see what happens if we just go back into the game real fast and see if it does it there. That's so strange. I have lowered the resolution from, what is it? It was at 4K. It's like, but now I'm going to 1440p. So, what was it, 2160, but now I'm going to 1440 just to see if it makes it better graphics here. Or just performance. I'm not really trying to aim for. What I actually would like to do is maybe see if I lower the graphics a little bit, lower the resolution, if I can up the other little graphical things like tree distance, building detail, and go from a high to ultra if it's possible on some things. So we'll just leave it here. Go world map. I was over in Frankfurt. It's one of mine. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, this is really nice. Before it was just gray. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm going back and check something because I remember someone saying about. Oh, sorry. There was something for like real-time online. Should show nameplates. Oh, that's fine. Something about having like Azure. What is it called? Audio, like audio from like the online or something like that for the ATC. Which should be really cool. Right up there, yeah. Text to speech settings. Azure off online. All right, we'll do this. All right, let's go back to welcome. This is so cool. Oh wow, that's cool. All right, so we're gonna go general parking, which is, I don't know. General aviation. It's probably right here somewhere, maybe. Yeah, it's a gates though still. Still gets the gates. Wow, this is cool. You know, let's go over here. Whoa. Yeah, what was we get S, S14, S143. Huh. Yeah, let's take it here. Set as departure. So where is a good place, a good easy place to fly to, just to try and test some things. I'm not. Oh, Munich might be not a bad idea. Innsbruck? No, I'm gonna skip in Princeburg. I know that one's a little bit. Oh, Luxembourg's fine. That's good. Set as arrival. There it gets 1 hour. We'll play around some things. Change our airplane to aircraft selection. Not turboprops. Propellers. Eh? Oh, there they are. Yes, that's right here. Wing balance. I am much lighter now. I'm like 138. It's just terrible. Okay, 138. My girlfriend's been there. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Don't know. Should be able to do this. Let's put like 80% fuel. Luggage. Yeah. We got a lot of luggage with like 70 pounds. Whatever. Alright, so we close this. Go back. Ah! Not that far. VR to VR. It's fine. Flight condition. Multiplayer, live players. Sure. Live traffic, weather. Perfect. Alright, let's go. It's the game graphics. Yeah, the game's graphics are quite amazing, but the only thing I've actually had issues with was what's the big one? I was flying around Austria, and there were some mountain areas. There was just like this big white blob in the middle of nowhere or something. It was just really weird. But The overall mesh was good, but I guess the satellite data they were working with was just not so good. I was flying through where was I flying from? I forgot. But I was flying up to see the Formula 1 track that's up there, like in, what's it called? In Spielberg, Austria. Something in my eye. Alright. The loading still is still the same. I have an FPS counter. It's what's it called, like an on-screen display type thing. So I'll see if it actually works and it says what the real thing is. Right now it's just like frozen at 144 hertz, which is like, I don't think it's 144. No, it's not. It's still 144. It's not reading the right frames per second. Come on. Nope, it's not. That sucks. But we'll see how it feels. Really cold and dark. Please. Thank you. Oh, it feels nice. The motion blur. It has like motion blur, which is really nice. General options. We're gonna do resolution. We're just count. Yeah, we're just going 100%. It's fine. I do have the frame limit at 30, so it doesn't make a difference actually. VSync off because I have this high-end ultra. Let's do ultra. I mean, we got variable refresh rate, so it's not so bad. Though a camera might be worse than this thing. I guess the camera's really chugging. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see what we got. Whew. That motion blur is something else. It definitely feels like, even though I'm at even though I'm at that one thing, it's like still just it feels smooth. Why go like this? I mean, it feels smooth going like this, but maybe it's the motion blur hiding it or something like that. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's go into select to wheel chalks off. I don't need those. So, alright. Let's see the field. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Huh. I did not know that before, or notice that before. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That might be annoying. I'm okay with advanced controls. That's fine. What if I can turn off the checklist? Are these like little things like this? Huh. Alright, we'll just roll with it and see what happens. Alright, so I can do the power on here. It's popping up, it's fine. This is the alternator power, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, sorry, I got this up a little bit. there's some fuel pressure. Alright. Turn that off. Okay. Tim. It's about 25%. Prop level all the way up. Okay. Just move quickly on this one here. Let's make sure all my flight surfaces are up. No, it's not picking up. Oh, it is picking that up. Why is it not? Eek. Oh, no hydraulic pressure, I guess. I thought this was wire fed. It was hydraulic. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, parking brake is on. That's down. It's at 25%. So let's give it a little bit of primer on the engine. Fuel pump on. 2. Alright, 3. Okay. Let's bring us down a little bit to here. There you go. I remember just putting the manual of this thing. It's like, there we go. Let's bring us down a little bit more. It was around 12,000 RPM is what you want. Or manifold pressure. That's what it is, like, right? That's RPM. Manifold pressure's up here in this one. This one gauge there. That's fine. So we've got fuel's fine, fuel pressure. We have some oil. Yeah, oil pressure's in the green. Oil temps over here. Perfect. Right. That's fine. So I'll turn alternator on. There goes some amps. I probably should turn that on earlier. Now think about it. Alright, let's get some things set. Let's do the normal, just doing GA stuff and having fun. Don't go do this one. Okay. Let's pale lighter. Landing lights, beacon. Oh, I should have this on earlier. Pilot heat. Yeah, I'll put pilot heat on. Why is this one turn on? Oh, so I guess it's right here. There we go. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. I'll leave the radio up. Oh, the one thing I do want to check is the make sure that my controls. Alright, they have my controls, yes. Okay. Why is that inverted? What the heck's going on? Why would this be inverted? Wow, she invert the look. Control options. This is gonna be a bear on that part. Alright, we'll roll with it. Let's get co-pilot. Okay. There's my co-pilot. Alright, so I'm guessing this thing needs to be updated a little bit for this update. Aww. Alright, I know how to pilot this from here. Let's see what else. Alright. Let's call ATC. I know flights. ATC. Freaking ground. We're going east-west. Sorry.
Frankfurt ground, Piper November 48427 with Whiskey request taxi for takeoff west departure.
Piper November 48427, taxi to and hold short of runway 25 center using taxiway Sierra 23 Romeo Romeo 7 cross runway 07 right Mike 9er Mike 6. Contact tower on 119er decimal 9er 05 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 25 center using taxiway Sierra 23 Romeo Romeo 7 cross runway 07 right Mike 9er Mike 6 Piper 427.
Sounds good to me. Is there like assistance? It's the one thing I don't really know is word though. Alright, so it's going over to taxiway S23 R7 cross runway 07. Ooh, I don't know this one. Oh, what's the keywords this map? Oh, there it is. 25C. It's that one over there. Okay, so we'll go over here. I guess that's 25C. This is where I had the motion visual track. It was on like, hey, how about you just give me the. Oh, I should probably know the airports as well. But yeah, I guess it's one of these guys right here. So I'll cross over runway. Yeah, I'll cross this one right here, go over here to this one. Runway C. Because this one's different. This is, I forgot what that one is. I'll probably just muff this one up anyway. It. I'm not sure if brakes even work. Alright, brakes work. It works as expected here, but not in the other one. I don't know why. Watch out! I'm moving! Taxiway R7. Alright, we'll try this one out. Let's see how this goes. It's about as nervous as I would be in real life. Oh, this camera controls in here is terrible. Why would they invert like that? I cannot figure out what it is. Why would they invert that? What? Oh god. Okay, never mind. I was not paying attention. I'm not realizing that I what I did. I do want reverse access on this on the Y, and then I also want reverse on this one. Yes, resume. Ooh, yes, it's better. Oh, it's better. It's much better. guess that's R. I don't really know. I'm gonna zoom on my little map right here. Where am I? It's me. So at the end here, I'm gonna go and I know it's 25. At 25C. It's over here somewhere outside across the runway. So I think I need to cross this runway here and then go up to this up there. I think. Speed up a little bit. I should just started on it. Volunteer, you must have started on the runway or so that. Instead of being a parking spot. It's my bad. I'll learn about this next time. Next time. Sorry. Next time. Alright. Let's see. Let's get in here. Alright. It's a little too responsive. For as much flight simming as I've done, I feel like I really haven't figured out, like, there must be logic to the taxiways, like, where it's, I don't know, increasing, decreasing, one goes like north and south, and wait a second. R7 is looking for it. I feel like R7 is gonna be a little bit further down here. Yeah, I didn't test my flaps. There you go. Looking good, looking good. I'll find out when I get up here, like, it's like, it's R7. Because I know what S. Oh, there's some big jets. I'm a small jet. Or a small prop. Oh, here we are, R7. I do find navigating a little bit to be a little bit nicer here. For some reason. I'm going way too fast. There we go. So I'm gonna go a little bit to the second line here. This first one here is probably fine, but for me, I'm going to come with the red. Oh, we have a visitor. Oh, thanks. Oh, and this one too. Oh, sorry. Yeah. But if you do, do you want to get? Okay, hold on. Well then, hold on. I want you to do up here, okay?
やっぱ動物の森じゃない、これがいい。
Mm.
何、どこ行くのです。やりたい、やってみたいです。これやってみたい、ちょっと。
No, you can't play the game version.
やり、あとで、
Later.
あとで、
Oh!
あとで、あとで、あとで、あとで、あとで、あとで、あとで。ププ
Oh, watch your
プ
feet.
プププププププ
Hmm.
いや、カノンちゃんみたいしてね。見て。カノンちゃんみたい。
Is that one of your friends
いや、
from school?
いや、シェーネンのカノンちゃん。
Oh. Oh, it's a rainy day. Yeah, I can switch up the Animal Crossing. Alright. Oh! Please watch out. Wouldn't you? Alright. Let's see.
Piper 427, hold position, caution, the generic on final.
Piper 427.
じゃないよ。大のシェルノープープ。ノーシェルとなりノープープ。
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
バババー。
What's the big a fishing pole? Ah! And tree branches. And tree branches.
スケスケスケー。
Watch out for this cable, please, okay?
誰？ねえ、落ちる、誰落ちる落ちる落ちる。
Ah!
誰落ち
Are you okay?
ねえ、落ちる落ちちゃう落ちちゃう。
You have got the green little mustache. You've got a green mustache.
で、シェナンがいるみたいな。あ、これがいい。
No, we're not gonna play them right now, though. Alright.
これ誰のうち？シェナンはテント。
You have a tent still?
いや。あ、そうした。
Alright. I'm gonna make you a fishing pole so you can go fishing too.
シェナンがフィッシュル。
Mm.
フィッシュ。
Sorry, someone's really ginky.
誰と会ってんの？
Mm.
ダリとダリとダリ。
Everybody watching the stream. There may be some people watching. We don't know.
Oh no. あ
Stop,
あ、
please.
後ろに誰か乗ってんの？
Please wait.
うし、
Alright, Shin, here you go.
ピッパパー、ピッピッパパー。で、シェンの髪違う色にした。
Alright. Okay, there's an airplane on final, but... Oh, sorry. I guess he went around. So I have to cross.
ね、これ使われた。
Good job. Shannon, lower your voice, okay? You don't need to shout. I'm right here. I guess it's okay for me to probably go. Well, DC hasn't cleared me, but... Okay, so it's to M9. M9 to M. Okay. Shouldn't be so bad. I do have what's it called? Turn the lights on.
カ
Lights on.
ブトムシ取ろうと思ったら逃げちゃった。ここでここにいた。
Aw. Well, let's scare us across this one to be a little bit faster than this. Because according to the ATC, there was an airplane on a generic on the final, but okay, there you go.
Piper 427, continue taxi.
Roger, Piper 427.
I'm going to assume this is the M7 because we're choosing the little spike thing to get out to M. It's a little confusing to me. Which one exactly is M? 7. That's M9. Oh well. Okay. Alright. It's going a little differently, but we'll get there. Okay, where's the M6? Okay. Oh, maybe the gin is like generic, maybe? Hatchback? Or that should be their flight plan. Miss Geneva? Usually IKEA has like more numbers than that. So M10. Oh, M7 was that way? Oh, so that's weird. Oh, it's M9. Oh, I think sorry, I think I'm the right way. Why was I thinking M7? It's right there. Oh, it's probably because I look at R7.
Daddy, 週年違う町に行きたいな。で、違う町に行きたいな。
You can do it in your own game, Shannon. You can do that in your own game if you want to. It's hard to play in the other. It's hard to play in the other Switch. Then you should put that one.
週年はさ、週年さ、なんかさ、週にドレスもらった。ブルーの髪型の人にね、めっちゃ髪長かったから、ドレスめっちゃ可愛いのもらった。
Aww,
ダデ
so
ィ、
lucky for you.
なんか動物集まる動物の森じゃないやつやりたい。
Well, we're not gonna play that. Sorry.
なんで
Because when you're older, a little bit older, if that one, the
Yeah.
content's not good for you. Let's see, turn here a little bit. It's a little more abrupt. That's pretty. I really wish I had a frame rate counter, so I could see what's going on here. So I don't really know what's going on. Like, am I having good frame rate, bad frame rate? Alright. I think this is 25C. I think it's 25C, but I'm not 100% sure. Oops. Alright, so we're
Frankfurt
going-
Tower, Piper, November 48427 at runway 25 center. Ready for departure to the west.
Ooh, departure.
Piper November 48427, altimeter 29.74, wind 239er at 24. West departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 25 center.
It's getting dark, so I'm really
Cleared for
sleepy.
takeoff runway 25 center. Piper 427.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, landing lights are on. That's good. Alright, we'll turn these guys on. Woo! I'm so sorry, I'm so full of yawns. We'll get ourselves this air and we'll play around with the graphics a little bit once we get up there. Alright. Alright, we're nice and lined up. I don't think we need any flaps in this one because it's a nice long runway. It will be pretty good. Alright, let's give it a full throttle. Pull as much as I remember. Okay, gear up.
Piper 427, continue for west departure.
Frankfurt Tower, Piper November 48427, continue for west departure.
I forget the button that I had pressed. Changed everything here for me. Alright, we don't need this one anymore. Which one was it? I think it was this one here. So we are having some serious recline on this turbocharger. Oh wow, interesting.
Piper 427 leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Frankfurt Tower, Piper November 48427, frequency change. Approach Piper November 48427 is type Piper Arrow, 2 miles west of Frankfurt, 2,800 feet. Request clearance to transition, Charlie airspace.
Piper November 48427 approach. Squawk 0776.
Squawk 0776, Piper 427.
I'm gonna go to the level 35.
Piper 427 radar contact 3 miles west of Frankfurt, 3,300 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Piper 427.
Just pull things back a little bit here. Oops, sorry. A little jittery in the controls here. Okay, so I'm gonna trim it down a little bit. So a little bit more.
Approach Hansaline 2223 is missed approach at Frankfurt. Hansaline 2223, you are 1 mile northeast. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 center approach by a light Tango Romeo transition.
GPU usage is at 92%, 93%, so that's so
Hansaline
bad there.
2223, climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Airplane's flying, pulling a little bit to the...
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 center approach by a Mike Tango Romeo transition. Clear to Mike Tango Romeo Hansaline 2223. Hansaline 2223, traffic is 9 o'clock, 2 miles at 800 feet, generic. Report them in sight. Approach Air France 1618 is missed approach at Frankfurt. Air France 1618, you are 1 mile northwest.
It's things,
Climb and maintain
things like this you
5,000
see right
feet.
here.
Expect ILS runway 25
Out the
left
window.
approach by a Mike Tango
It
Romeo
looks like they're
transition.
using, because they're using
Clear
GPS
to
satellite
Mike
data.
Tango Romeo.
Clouds. That's where this whole like GPS thing
Condolee
like it's
2223, have the generic in
for me
sight.
really kind of like dies a little
Climb
bit
and
immersion
maintain
wise.
5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 left approach by a Mike Tango Romeo.
Alright, so I'm gonna go in here and just sorry if I bumped the mic. Turn it back down to high end and see what happens there. VSync on. So what I had before is there's 30 frames per second cap, so we'll keep it there. Quality at high end. Let's do this. Go back.
Transition clear to Mike Tango Romeo, Air France 1618.
Yeah, this was a lot better. That's really weird that you can't use the mouse and the controller anymore, which is really weird. At the same time, you used to be able to do it, but I suspect it's something that's going on. The fact that it doesn't recognize my controller and they show it up there really has me suspicious. Something else is being a little wonky here. Okay, so we're gonna lower that. That's what I think, 60%. Okay, 50. We'll lower the RPM a little bit. And so I can lower that. Throttle a little bit down as well. Just to bring the manifold pressure down. I want to drop it just a little bit. I'm going to play with the terrain detail a little bit to 150. Trees, ultra. Let's go to 150. Grasses and bushes, that's fine. Vector training ultra. Buildings ultra. Yeah, let's just do ultra here. I wonder if also capping it.
Traffic is 12 o'clock, 2 miles at 4,700 feet generic. Report them in sight. Air France 1618 traffic alert. 2 o'clock less than 1 mile, 4,700 feet generic. Report them
This
in
was better.
sight.
And even this level of detail in ultra is good. I mean, 30 frames per second is all I really want. I don't need 60 in a flight sim. 30 is all I ask for. GPU usage still seems good. GPU temperature is at 78 to 79. That's pretty good. So what I'll do is turn my pad on. Play with the heading here. Let's keep the heading right there. Okay. And let it control the heading, and I'll worry about the altitude for the moment. Just make things easier for ourselves. I swear this sim looks amazing.
Pontoline 2223, you are
It looks really
300
good.
feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 29.76.
Is it what I mean? No, it's not me. I'm trying to see what else is here though. But... oh well. I think I'll probably have to update this thing. I'll look at that later.
Air France 1618, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Air France 1618.
Or-
Honda Lean 222 you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 29.76. Air France 1618, you are 14 miles northeast of Frankfurt. Contact Frankfurt Tower on 124.
It almost seems like with the lower resolution I can kind of pump them and detail things up. Let's see if we can get away with it at 4K. Oh no, I can't change it because I changed the window thing. Oh well. 1440p is
Tower
fine.
on 124.855, Air France
It still looks pretty
1618.
good. I like it. It looks really good. Alright, so... well, this is pretty good. We're in a very good fuel economy range right now. But we have... I think we have fuel for days. I'm gonna have to play around this because I don't like the way the controls are. I think this is like the controller.
Honda Lean 222 you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 29.76.
Oh, it's so
Descend and
confusing.
maintain 4,000 feet, Honda Lean 222.
That warning light was very helpful. Alright, so it looks pretty good. I'm actually happy with this. Let's see here. How much more do you have this flight? Because they said it's an hour. I don't ever want to do the whole hour. Maybe we'll try to fly this one like one down here. Whoa, man. Looks pretty good. Yep. It's the weekend here, it's getting dark as well. Turn some lights on, I think. Oh, this hour is just a cleaning weekend. I spent the whole morning just doing clothes and washing toilets and sinks and doing some neighborhood association stuff.
Honda Lean 222 you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
I don't know why I have to
4,000 feet,
build
altimeter
pamphlets very well.
29.76.
I have a bathing suit top on because I was planning on going out to the pool, and all of a sudden the rain came. But it's kind of sticking around. Not the rain so
Climb and
much, but
maintain
clouds.
4,000 feet, Honda
Really
Lean
sucks.
222.
Why is this? It's a roof. It's like nose tipping. It feels like the airplanes go like this. I don't know why. But all my gauges, all my gauges, and all my instruments say otherwise. Earth looks fine to them. I don't know. also get into my pitch a little bit just by. Let's see.
Honzoline 222 tree, you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude.
So you can also do things like where you can use trim to control your altitude and your angle of attack, or you can do, if you have a variable pitch prop, you also can change the pitch, and it changes the RPM of the prop, which will change the speed, which makes it go faster and slower, and then also, and speed over the wings can also cause you to pitch up and pitch down. So you can play with that as well if you want. Get some nice. I can like leave the trim where it's at, play with the pitch a little bit here. So you can see as I give a little, I'm looking down here. So what I'm doing is I'm looking down at this one here, RPM, because as I do this, you can see how it affects the RPM. But if you also look up here in the middle screen, that's my vertical speed, not my ankle attack, I'm sorry. My vertical speed, so if I give a little bit more pop, you should. That's weird. There it goes. As the speed picks up, my airplane will naturally want to pitch up. Little air turbulence there.
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet Honzoline 222 tree.
Alright. And then as you climb, again, your speed decreases, which means the amount of wind going over your wings slows down, and then you start going back and forth. And all these things also affect your fuel economy. So if you want to do a cruise at high altitude, you play with your mixture, you play with your mixture, your propeller pitch, and your RPMs, your throttle, your manifold pressure, and the optimum cruising fuel economy. And on the gauge down here, fuel economy, there's little notches as well for like fuel flow and stuff like that. So you can like use that to like just understand what's going on. So I did a little bit. So I did this a little bit. Maybe around 500. Oh, that's right. I can't do the controller thing at the same time. That's dumb. That's gonna be frustrating. Really frustrating. I'm not gonna like that. In the long run, that's gonna be really, really hard to manage. It's gotta be controlled to get rid of that.
Honzoline 222 tree, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 29.82.
29.82.
Piper 427, you're leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet, Honzoline 222 tree.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Piper 427. Center Piper November 48427 is type Piper Aero 4 miles west of Echo Delta Echo Lima 2,800 feet. Request flight following.
Piper November 48427 center. Squawk 110 tree.
1110 tree, Piper 427.
Alright, so she changed it.
Piper 427.
Squawking's like,
contact
it's like
4
a,
miles west of Echo Delta, Echo Lima
essentially like an ID
2,900
code.
feet.
So to fly.
Altimeter
It's way
29
to
decimal A2.
identify you as an aircraft.
Roger Piper 427.
Piper 427, contact approach on 125.6. Good day.
125.6 Piper 427.
United 814, contact approach on 120.155. Good day.
Oh, that's pretty cool. See some wind farms out there. Oh, they're all there. That's really cool. Alright, so we're gonna move our power back down to 2100 RPM. And something's gonna settle down a little bit. Pitch my trim up. Yeah, versus selling. There you go. Use my keyboard for that because like it's a little more easy. Controller seems to jump a little bit too much on my keyboard for this. Keyboard can be a little more precise, and when you use the scroll wheel on it, it's like it increments like in 10%, like in 1% things. It's like, that's too much. Alright. I am so impressed. Woo! And there's the moon. And it's yeah, it's correct. It's the right phase too. It's a half moon. Yes, it should be more close to this right here, but it's not. What should it be? Let's see. That's a little bit there. But there should be a button that says something like nav and versus GPS. Oh, there you go. So it is a GPS mode, thankfully. No notifications, that's bad. Yeah, the controls are a little bit wonky. Let's see. Get our hands back in the controls here. Try this out. We had some turbulence. Over these mountains. These little mountains. Little mountains. Little mountains. Break on, guys. Okay. Let's pull it. Let's back up a little bit. Up. Not much. That's good. I'll let the autopilot maintain position. Real nice. Oh, it's a little house in the woods. That's pretty cool. I'm not looking up at this. I'm actually looking outside the aircraft. That's pretty. So cool. I should try this in VR though too. The biggest problem with this in VR is that Wearing the headset for so long is so hard, and I don't have a new. I have the original Oculus, which is just a pain in the ass to set up. So I don't want to do it. This Piper from Just Flight looks so good. All the materials look top notch. Just a little round right. I wish there was a little bit more round right here, a little bit more detail there, but it's nitpicking. So I had to look at my CPU usage. Let's go off the screen here. Look at this. It's probably as like I'm getting more utilization of my cores, which is good. Let's look a little more here. Come on. Seems to be using the GPU a lot more, which is good. The CPU a lot more. As always, I should pay more attention when I was playing originally the first time on the Sim Update 4, because I heard people saying anything more CPU optimized or multi-threading. So with my RX, no, I have RX. Sorry, it's my, what's it? R7 1500X. Should be able to have quite a few cores. I mean, 16 threads it can do is plenty fine. And judging by what I'm seeing up here, it looks like it's definitely using the GPU and the CPU. It's not just picking. Yeah, it's not just pegging one CPU thread, which is great to see. So I remember one of the biggest hurdles for the original Flight Simulator engine, which is like a ESP or what it's called. ESP is the commercial one, but they both shared the same thing. Was that it was essentially the same. I guess like Flight Simulator, what would it be? 04? No, 2004. No, sorry. Yeah. 2004, 10. We're using the same engine. And then Prepared, which is the next one, there's also using the same engine. They've heavily modified it. And it's a little bit more multi-core and uses a lot more GPU, but still, there's a single thread dependency. But hopefully for this one here, it looks like they're actually getting past it, and they're utilizing less peaking one thread or one core, and then spreading the load across multiple cores, which is perfect. So it's exactly what you want. It's no longer just like, all right, we're going to, because what happened was that you had the issue where. I don't want to say the Intel's one, but core CPUs that are really like designed for being beasts at throughput for one core, were king for Flight Simulator. Like the 97, the i7s, well the i9s, and before that the i7s with the top spec, non-high performance. What is it? CPUs from Intel were the best because they just had the higher what's it called? Single threaded performance. And even then, when AMD caught up, it still was not as good as it needed to be. It never did really kind of make up for it. You know, just raw, what's it called? Gigahertz was the king for FunSim. But it looks like we may be having a change. Oh, taste straight off. Itchy ears. So weird. I am never get used to that. I will never get used to it. That's really weird. I'm just going to continue to adjust the trim a little bit. Probably an updraft or something for this little ridge here. I'm probably flying way too low over this ridge, but we're being careful, we're watching, we're monitoring. No, that's right. I keep getting caught up by the fact that I can't use my mouse and the keyboard at the same time. That's really hard for me to get over and to get used to. Oh. I remember I think it's been like $50 or $60 on like a tree pack for Prepared just to get the trees looking a little bit nicer, but in no way was it ever looking this good, just out of the box. Prepared for as great as the ecosystem is for that game, or that simulator. It just doesn't compare to the out-of-box experience you get from here without the spend literally hundreds of dollars. I don't even want to think about how much I've spent on that game. From the texture packs to the little object scenery things. because it was the case, like there was this one maker called Orbix, which is really good, and they make some stuff for this for flight sim as well. I highly recommend any of their products. The quality is incredible, and they had a thing called a World Pack, where it was basically what is it? Complete overhaul of the default world textures in Flight Simulator, or in this case, Prepared. So you had a really good quality just base from that, and then from there, sorry, I'm getting sniffles. From there, you then bought other things like I want to buy Australia, I'm going to buy America, but I think they even broke America up into like Northeast and South and some of that. It's like all those things were like $70, even $100 for some of those things. And so you spend $100 in the base pack, and then you spend $40 here, $50 here, $60 there, and before you know it, you spend like $400 or $500 just on textures alone. It was incredible. I mean, they were very high quality, but again, because of the way Prepared loads in textures, it was always just the case of you needed to have very good single-threaded performance, which was really hard because if you didn't have like the top of the line AMD or sorry Intel CPU, so it was just that terrible case of just you know, I had a 4790K, which was really good, and I could bump it to 4.8 gigahertz, but you really want to get the like, but that was with a lot of power, a lot of heat. So 4.6 is my normal go-to for that one. And even then, I'd get less than 30 frames per second. You know, maybe somewhere between like 30 and 15 or something for certain areas. Like so, not Southern California, but like the Bay Area was just notorious for frame rate killers. And you add on top of that all the different like add-on airports. So, on top of that, I'd have things like a third-party San Francisco, third-party Los Angeles, third-party George Bush, third-party Vancouver National, you have like Seattle as well, Dallas International, Louisville, one for Denver as well. On top of all that, just having to load those in was just terrible. I mean, they fixed it a little bit Prepared by how things were batched and kind of like the way I would say the resource management was streaming. The pipeline would change. They changed the pipeline, so it would try to load things in more gradually and try to do it in a multi-threaded way, but never fully use them really totally multi-threaded. Or take advantage of the huge amount of cores we have now. Like, it almost felt like it was back then. It was like 4 logical cores. What they target, rather than like just like, hey, you have 16. Let's see if we can use 16, you know, or 8. So.
129.475 for Piper 427. Make Dalham approach Piper November 48427 2,900 feet.
Sorry, I'm taking my medicine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, my hands go bang. Alright, that's crazy. Well, if those things are spinning like that, we got some wind. Crosswind, too. That felt like an updraft, though. I'll take everything under my yeah, take my medicine under the tongue, so it gets to be a little hard to talk. But I think we'll do this. Let's see here. Oh. I'm just never realizing the map's like, there we go, bring it through for you guys. Let's see here. Okay. Let me just pull this in a little bit. Okay, so right here, we're not too far actually. So we're really close. We're also very low, so it takes much more time when we're lower. It might actually be a little more now than I'm streaming. You can see that I don't have a stream counter for time. That's okay. I'll figure it out later. It's just kind of fun doing this. Yeah, it's been over an hour. I should have been 55 minutes. It was probably cruising maybe 5,000 or 8,000. Oh, there's a wind farm. It's called solar farm out there. I can't love the groups up. He's a little bit peeking above that. Oh, there you go. Whoops. There we go. Let me look outside. There you go. If he asks me, that's a solar farm. Cool. I'm just going to adjust my fuel a little bit to, so we're not that high, so I don't have to worry so much about dirtying this engine up a little bit. I mean, Soto Studios did a really good job on this. It's incredible. I wonder if we can get away with doing higher volume clouds. Let's play around with that. So we have the lower resolution, so we may be able to play up the cloud quality up to what's it called? To ultra. Itchy nose. But I remember, like, who was it? Digital Foundry did a little expose on this game, and they were like looking at like high versus ultra, and it really wasn't. The performance gain wasn't that much for visual, for what we got for visual quality compared to the two. See much of an impact. Yeah, GPU usage is the same. Oh, I didn't start stopwatch. Oops. It's a beautiful scenery here. Ooh, the wind shear here is really bad. Well, they're not wind shear, but just like the, I guess the drafting updrafts or the downdrafts maybe. Oh, you can see a little bit in the distance. It's loading in some of the terrain. It's pretty cool. Oh. I'm having to play a lot more with the pitch here a little bit than I anticipated on this course. But that's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. I'm always curious when I fly, look at these neighborhoods and where people are going and just wondering what's going on down there. What are you guys doing? I do feel a little, there's a little bit of, I don't know, when I'm flying, not a disembodiment, but like a, because the perspective changes and everything, you know? And it feels so small, and you have a different, like, view on things, and it's pretty cool. You really start trying things out and how beautiful, but also how beautiful, and you can see the structures and how roads and lights are set up, and the logic behind neighborhoods and paths and highways, and watch with the rivers winding through valleys, and it's pretty cool. It's one thing when I get back to the U.S. I definitely want to try to pursue it. I want to try to pursue my private pilot's license, my PPL. Someday. Then I probably will get bottom surgery first. That's definitely on the top of the list. Good. I'm just watching. Watch out the front here. Let's keep the view here. It's just being adjusted a little too much. Let's see here. Read out. That's like
119.5 for Piper 427. Luxembourg approach Piper November 48427 3,600 feet.
it's by half of my tenth of a degree. There's no time. Ah, get a mouse problem. No mouse and control at the same time. Alright. Hopefully Luxembourg will give me like a ATC path maybe, guys? It's like to say like, you know, I'm gonna say something like, can I put landing on runways XYZ? But I think Luxembourg actually has like one runway, so we'll just land there. Let's see here, I'm going to the menu. Oh gosh. No, we want to change this menu. I thought I was right. No. I got VR 160 turn. Sure. That's. Oh, I'll deal this one. Be fine. We are not going to follow ATC's guidelines. We're just going to land this thing. So, look at it, right. The VR approach for that is really far out there. You unfortunately do not have the time for that. Nor do I have the patience. See Luxembourg out there just yet. But I think we could probably start. Just gonna throw it up there. And start ascending. We'll get in about 2,000 feet. Just gotta consider my I swear, like it's like never serious. So what I'm just doing now is I'm lowering my pitch RPM of my prop. I moved the throttle up. I'm actually gonna do the fuel pump on just in case. So that I can just put it about 500 feet from it. And we'll just kind of slowly go down from there. So it should be right ahead of us. I don't see it just yet. It might be a green thing in the distance I see up there. But I'm just watching my cages. See the GPS, it's flamming in there, so zoom the GPS in a little bit. That's helpful though. I do like that it gives me the thing, but then again, I kind of shouldn't do that. Alright, we don't go too far. Look down a little bit, that's fine. Yes, it's just... Okay, so we're neutral trim. So we'll trim 0 for landing. Ah, my itchy nose! Why is itching my nose? Please stop. Alright, so let's go in here. I just really want to see Luxembourg a little bit. I don't see it yet. Keep the pitch, keep the nose down. And because we're neutral trim, it might, I'm gonna do a little more manual control on this one, so. Okay, I think I'm right, there's that one up there, so we're gonna gear this out to. Oh, it's right there. Alright, see it now. Okay, turn. Okay, oh, I gotta do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Editing was the one. Forget about that. So we are going to really put our pitch up. We're gonna lower our throttle. Put our pitch up. Lower that throttle. on with this? Just
Luxembourg Tower Piper, November 48427 is 5
down.
miles northeast, 2,300
Alright,
feet
we're gonna be
with Quebec to
a
land.
little bit.
Make straight in runway 24 Piper 427. Clear to land
So-
runway 24 Piper 427.
Yeah, flaps out. This is really sloppy, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Really sloppy. Okay, so I do this way. So I may have to play around with my throttles a little bit so I can feel a little bit like this. Alright. I wish I could be more engaged. A little bit low. So we'll go straight a little bit here. Throttle up a little bit more. That's why I want the prop up a little bit more. Okay, this is gonna hurt me one time. Okay, so we're gonna just maintain a little bit. Oh, the new controls in this one version is terrible. So we are okay. Here we have a little bit of rudder to adjust our yaw a little bit. Use my ailerons to keep me level. Use my rudder to kind of change my direction a little bit. Go. Okay. I'm gonna go full gears down, full flaps. Alright, and we're gonna lower our speed a little bit here. We should still be fine. Okay, we're going really low. It's a little bit rough. Let's go a little more to the left. A little more to the left. Alright, we're gonna lower our RPM a little bit now. Okay, now we're gonna do a descent. Okay, a little bit more. Easing off the throttle on the rudder. Okay, a long run here, so we're good. So we're gonna lower RPM. Even out a little bit more here. Not really flaring, but keep our rudder there. Soft touch down, there we go. Not in the center line. Ah, bounced. Oh, a little bit of floater. Sorry. Okay. That was bad. Alright, let's go. Just throttle all the way down. Use some brakes just a little bit to go on this taxiway right here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna park it right here. Luckily we have a big runway and a big taxiway. And we're a small airplane. So we're gonna stop right here. Call it an evening because this is just so I'll put parking brakes on. This has been a really interesting time because like learning I need to play around with the sim a little bit more because I really was finding like especially on the approach oh, it's got really dark in here is that if you're giving controller input it overrides your mouse input when it didn't do that before. You could do things simultaneously. Now it's like you do one or the other, which is really dangerous, which is really hard because like the way I with the way I play is that I'm looking at fine adjustments I want to do for different things. I can't do that or adjust controls or the visual things. It's really frustrating that I couldn't do that. So we're just gonna turn some things off here. Well, I didn't put my landing lights on. Oops. All right, so autopilot's off. Props at 100% is fine. That's at 0. Everything's good there. Okay. So keep lots of fun. Pilot go off. Alright. This all looks good. So what I'm gonna do to turn everything off is just pull the mixture down to 0. That's it. Alright. Turn that off. These guys off. Oh sorry. Oops. Magnus off. And then I think that's good. Pulls down 0%. 0, 0, 0. Let's go across. That's good. Oh, this looks good. Alright, and let's do this. That'll be it. So, I'm going back to the menu on this one. So the stream did say, I think I should got that like a minute early. According to actually nav log, so it was like 54 minutes when it's logged for 55, so that's pretty good. I won't do it right now, but I think later on I'm gonna play for try 4K and see what 4K feels like against I'll do it off stream against 1440, but 1440 seems pretty good. I'm also gonna play around more with controls. I'm gonna restart this a little bit and see if there's a way for me to adjust this a little bit and get it back to the old controls where I was able to what's it called? Use this and the keyboard and mouse at the same time. That's how I like to play. It's maybe kind of weird, a little hybrid, but it works for me. But, so, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for sitting through Slow Like Flights and things, indulging me a little bit in this one. I'll try to get back to Mass Effect here as soon as quick, because I really get back into it. It just I feel like I want to really sit down and like give it the attention it deserves. But Flight Sim's also one that takes a lot of time as well, and it's just the update came out. I just want to check it out, and I heard good reviews about what's the thing. About the thing being really good for FPS and giving a little more performance. And I tried. I definitely feel like the performance was a little bit better. Especially for me being able to do like 1440p with like ultra on some things. I might go ahead and move the clouds back down to high because I don't feel like it really gave me much. So, but I'll keep playing around with it. But I think what we have right now is pretty good. I'm gonna keep